haven't put out a video in quite a while, but as per the poll, today I'm going to be making the Supermarine Walrus MK.I. So this airplane, I really like it. A while ago, a few years back, I was in a modeling shop and I saw a magazine, and it was like an Airfix model of it, and ever since that I just loved this plane, but I never got around to make it. So the main part about this build, I'm just going to quickly say a few things, the hardest parts of it and the easiest parts of it, and then we can get started. So, first of all, the hardest part, obviously and quite clearly, is going to be the engine, because as you know, it has the most parts, the most small parts in the whole model, because this model is fairly simple. These World War II planes, they always have relatively simple shapes and angles on them. They're not too hard, except for these rounded corners, which can be easily made by burnishing it with something. So that's one thing, and one thing that'll be a learning curve for me. Let me see if I can find it. I have a blueprint. At the bottom it's not like flat, it has this boat, because it's a boat plane. It can go underwater, and that's why it has these boat things at the side, these flotation devices. So I have to make that sheet metal boat underbelly on it. So that is pretty much it. It does look like a walrus, that's one thing. And we will get started. Start with the engine, and that'll scale everything else. Oh, and it'll be 1/48 scale, I think. And I'm thinking that should be around here. I haven't even checked yet. But if it's any bigger than this, I don't think I'll do it. Maybe I'll go to 16 inches, but I don't want it to be too big. I want to keep it small enough where it's manageable. So I want to make a smaller model of this, and I haven't made small models in so long. So that's the plan. A knife, glue, which I got yesterday, and some tape, because since it's small we don't need all these tools. We can just use the bare minimum and keep it simple. So I'm gonna take some foam, like some of this, well, actually some of this, and I'll just put like spars in it so I can get the basic shape of it lengthwise, and then we can put the top layer and bottom layer and stuff like that. And I'm gonna be gluing all this with the hot glue gun so we can do it quickly and straight. Just a quick sketch of the window. So one thing I forgot to do is add the rivets, just little dots around here, but I made the hatch in the front. I'm going to detail it much more than this, of course. I'm going to have to add some rivets to it too. It should be pretty hard because I forgot, but it's okay. These are the windows, and so far they're looking very good. I just cut all these little tiny pieces, and I'm just putting them in with a toothpick and picking them up with a very sharp X-Acto knife. I can just touch it and pick it and put it. The windows actually turned out so much better than I expected, so now I cut this piece and I'm gonna lay it over the top like that, and then I can cut it to shape, and it's starting to take shape, and then we'll start on the bottom. The bottom boat shape, what I do is I put a piece of black foam in there in the very middle, and it's curved, so then I can just lay the paper on it and cut it to shape properly. So yeah, it's pretty much, I'm going to do the same way for the back. The wheels on the walrus are very simple, so that's all. I just put these rivets on them. Even the real one, I'm not sure if I had those, but I just added them. And I rolled out the edges a little bit. I'll do the same on this one and just fix it up a little. Then I can put it to the side, and I just wanted to rush and make the wheels because I didn't want this to keep touching the cutting mat and getting dirty and stuff like that, so it'll keep it clean. So I put these black pieces in, and we have the two wings, and each of them will slide in like that, something like that. And like that. And I'll glue them so they're more flush than this. And then we can start with the spar things. Now we'll do these tails. So this is the walrus. So far I added this little plaque here. I didn't talk much about it. I put the engine on with the propeller and the rear little wheel thing. And now I rolled these little shapes so I could put it under the wing for the wing boats. And after that it'll be pretty much done, except for some small wiring, which we will cut from here, or we'll use some white thread. So that'd be an interesting mix of materials. And that is pretty much it for this part.
And when I give you another one, let's keep eating corn.
I don't know. And I added some rivets to it, which is something that I've been forgetting for this whole build, and that's why the whole thing is looking kind of smooth. You're supposed to add rivets to everything. Okay. So, yeah. So I'm gonna make these things. So how I couldn't go in much detail. So basically, what I did was I cut this foam pieces in that shape, and I kind of carved them and I put it in the middle. So then now we can take a piece of paper, lay it on the side and lay it on there, and then just cut it to shape. And it'll give us that nice boat shape, because now we can just cut along the edges, and these edges, and that'll give us a nice round thing. And for this it's essential to use a hot glue gun so it dries quickly, and you can just fit everything how you want it super fast. Where's the other one? It's here. So that is what I'm going to do, and I'm thinking I'll use the black foam for this, because, but not foam, from these Star Wars ships. I've gotten so used to saying foam. This black whatchamacallit, paper, black paper. Because I like black paper. So, let me tighten this light. I'll just cut it across, and it doesn't get dirty so fast. So, what I'll do is just lay it there. Let me show you. Hope y'all can see. Yes. Let me add some glue here. And add some glue here. And then quickly take this, lay it on, and bend it to shape. You don't want to play with this too much, or it'll totally just lose strength. That's perfect. See? And now, with my scissors, I really highly recommend any of you try this, because I know a lot of people watch this video who aren't exactly paper modelers or anything. They just like watching it because it's fun. But this would be a perfect build for you to try, because it's a very simple plane, but it looks so, it's a very attractive plane. So I highly recommend you trying it. You see? And you have that. See? So now, on the other side I'll do the same. Apply some heated glue with my glue pistol. There and there. Quickly take this and bend it over. You have to actually act very fast with hot glue. There's quite a few types of glues that act very fast. There's this type of glue called gator glue. I'll have to try it at some point. So, then I'll cut it across. In fact, I'm kind of shocked that it worked so well, because I'm doing it like live on camera. I'm not like going through repetition of doing it wrong and stuff. I'm surprised it worked. It's probably best to cut this with an X-Acto knife. In fact, always cut things with X-Acto knives, but the thing is, I've been getting low on X-Acto knives, so I bought some more, and they should be coming in the mail sometime soon. So, there we have one of our boats. One of our side boat things. A boat thing.